Dana, that last drive, the third down with Stacy, what did you see there? And then on the call on the fourth down on the pass there.
Well, proud of our football team. We practiced well all week. We coached hard, and we played hard, and we got better as a football team. We took the mighty Texas Longhorns and the number 8 team in the country to the wire. I think the spot was horrible. I think we got the first down. It's 1st and 9 on the 9. I don't understand review. Every time, like, I think something's reviewable, I can't get them to review it. They say they're looking at it, but I don't know that. Somebody just confirmed that it's as bad as I think it is. I don't know. So it's 4th and 2, so it's not like we tucked our tails and didn't attempt to get the first down. 4th and 2s are hard to get. We got one earlier. Thought we had the right play call, just didn't execute the play.
Next question.
Dana, falling down, 21-0. How do you keep the team's belief, and what did you see there, on the sideline?
Yeah, it was. We didn't panic. I was proud of the way I told our team this at halftime. I was proud of how we didn't panic down 21. They came out ready to play. They're coming off a loss. They're a top 10 team coming off a loss. They have to come in here and win this game, and they have to play well. They've had 2 weeks to prepare. We've had 10 days. No excuses. But they were ready to play. We had to just kind of let the thing settle in. I was proud of how we didn't panic. Didn't play good anywhere. Didn't play good on offense. Didn't play good on defense. Didn't play good on special teams for an entire quarter, and then we kind of got our act together in the second quarter, got some stops, got some touchdowns, and made a game of it, So I was proud of them. I mean, was I surprised that they jumped up on us? No. I mean, I thought I said this Monday. I think this is the best Texas team that I've seen in 22 years. It's saying something. I've went against them 15 out of the 22 years or 16 out of the 22 years. They're a good football team. I'm proud of our team with how we prepared and how we practiced and how we came out here, didn't panic in the first quarter, and made a game of it and took the number 8 team in the country to the last play of the game, dang near. Had a chance at the end to win. They made the play, we didn't.
Dana, there's been a rise this year in the QB sneak known as the tush push around. Is that something that you guys consider doing in these 4th and short situations? And if there's any aversions to it, is it Texas's defensive line? Or
their D tackles are the best D tackles in the country. I'm not going to shove Donovan up into the best defensive tackles in the country.
Do you have the option to challenge that third down call, that spot?
No, I did. I'm sitting there saying, what do you want me? You want me to call timeout? Can I review it? They said they're reviewing it. They say we are reviewing it, and it is confirmed. What else am I going to do? So they say they've reviewed it. It's confirmed. I'm not going to waste the timeout if they say it's confirmed. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's reviewable, what's not reviewable, how we get a review, how we get a challenge. I don't understand any of it.
Dana, given the challenges coming into this game, can you take something from a loss, or is this program beyond that in terms of the I don't know what the phrase is. But
you're talking about moral victories.
Moral victory.
Okay, so I'm not going to say this is a moral victory. We had a chance to beat the University of Texas on the last couple plays of the game. I think you should look and see where we're at as a program compared to where they're at a program. Okay, I'm proud of our kids. They have every advantage in the world. I'm not going to get into it, but they have every advantage in the world. And so where we're at as a program right now is not close to where they are, and I am proud of our guys, the way that they fought those guys, the way that the effort that they gave when we had a chance in the end to win. That's a huge thing. It's a huge thing for our program.
Dana, the scene at halftime, the way the crowd reacted to you guys, and is that something you can sort of build on that kind of?
Yeah, it was wow. I mean, wow, right? I mean, that's a dream come true, you know, here at the University of Houston. I mean, it's going to continue to get better. Everything's going to continue to get better, but that was pretty special, you know. You know, saw the same thing over at volleyball, you know, just, you know, the University of Texas has something to do with this. You know, there's a lot of University of Texas fans here, but what an atmosphere, what a scene. You know, we had Coug Nation excited about football, you know, and we got to continue to, you know, put a good product out there to where they want to come back and they want to keep coming and they want to be those fans.
Yeah, Dana, after a first quarter where your offense wasn't able to get much going, was it just a matter of, you know, pushing the ball down more field to get things going, or what sort of changed there to, you know, allow y'all to put together drives?
Yeah, they just settled in. I mean, they're one of the best defenses in the country. I mean, you guys not understand they're the number 8 team in the country. They're really good. Okay, so, you know, I'm not gonna boo-hoo that we had a slow start. I was glad we got it going in the second half. I was glad we got it going in the second quarter. I mean, the way things were looking right here, I was like, man, is this thing going to be 82-0? I mean, they're pretty good. And I was proud of our team with how they didn't panic. You know, Donovan's had hot starts. We've had slow starts. I mean, the opponent has something to do with that.
Dana, you've erased 28-0, 21-0 this year with someone that has Donovan Smith. Like, what's a comfort level with him, just knowing how unflappable he is, and where does that come from?
Yeah, he is. Unflappable is a perfect word for that. He does not panic. You know, he's rational on the headsets. You know, he knows his good. He knows his bad. He knows he can settle in. He knows he can get it going. That gives us confidence in play calls. You know, we're not going to say he had a couple of bad series, we 3 and outed 3 times or whatever, so we got to be conservative with our play calls. We don't have to do that. He can handle this, okay, and he's going to continue to get better too.
The impact, you know, David had on defense. What were you guys able to do to, you know, get him, you know, free?
Yeah, we changed up some stuff, you know, this week. I was proud of Doug, you know, and our defensive staff. You know, we had to change some things up. This was not a good matchup for us. You know, if we would have played the defense that we played last week against West Virginia against these guys, it would have been 82-0. So I was proud of the way that we took, you know, watching some video, you know, basically moving David and C's kind of at a second level stuff, you know, and making it harder for them to run the ball and kind of putting a lid on it to where they couldn't get back, because they were going to run the ball, then take shots downfield, and we stopped that. We didn't let that happen. So I was proud of how we played defense, and I think we'll be able to build off of it.
Joseph, and then one more question.
Dana, any update on Jamari?
I mean, I was under the impression it was just a full lower body cramp. That's what they told me out there, and then the cart came out, and so I'm like, well, this thing must not be going away. So I think he should be fine. They didn't think it was anything structural or anything like that.
In the way you guys with use man jack, you know, Golden and Brown obviously were focal points, but to see man jack in some key situations.
Yeah, and Dalton Carnes. And Dalton Carnes on the inside. You know, man jack took a shot there at the end, man. That was, you know, we had that first down, and, you know, I thought it was targeting, and they told me they were reviewing it and that it wasn't. Well, man jack's he's in there with his bell rung. You know, that's another one where I'm just like, I just got to look at it, you know. But he played well. He played hard. I mean, he's a freaking ball player. He is old school ball player, tough. He keep getting better and better. You know, and you get man jack out, and we're sitting there going, well, I don't know if we should call this play. It's probably going to man jack. And I'm like, no, we need to run the play, because they hadn't covered Dalton Carnes yet. I mean, the dude just makes plays, you know. So happy with the receivers. You know, Sam was a little slow early. Wish we would have had that big one, but that on the first play. But I don't know. Settled in, played pretty good. Wasn't good enough to beat UT, but I think our team will be able to build on this.
Thanks so much.
All right, appreciate it.
Matthew, you guys go toe to toe with the number 8 team in the country. What's the locker room like, knowing that you guys were right there on the doorstep at the end?
Just knowing we put the work in this week, and just knowing we had to come together for this game. We expected it. We already knew it was going to be a big game. So, throughout the week, we was just focused on playing together and just playing as a team.
Matt, what kept you guys together when you fall down that big early? And what'd you see on the sidelines and as you guys were meeting?
Just the brotherhood we got, just knowing that we got each other backs when it come down to moments like this. We've been down before and came back, so this is something we already expected and we already been in. So when we got put in that situation, we knew what we had to do and we just overcame it.
Matthew, on that, what's Donovan like as a leader in these situations? Y'all been down big before this year. Just talk about what he's like in the huddle and just how he helps that offense.
He try to calm us down when we get in situations like this. That's what the quarterback's supposed to do. But, everybody got a connection with Donnie. Everybody loved Donnie. So just knowing we got a quarterback that we're comfortable with and somebody that we trust in, it just makes it easier on us.
On the penalty, the face mask, was that something that had kind of been going on throughout the game?
Yeah, most definitely. It was going on throughout the game, but it got called to me, and I'll take the blame for it.
Next question.
Matthew, you end up outgaining them in total yards, I think. I mean, could you sense that you had things working that they didn't, have a counter for it, in stretches there?
Yeah, most definitely. I came in comfortable to this game, just knowing we had a good opponent and just knowing if I go out there and do my job, I'm going to execute. So, I put my trust in my teammates and just expected Donnie to put the ball where I needed it to be.
Matthew, can you talk a little bit about how your defense kind of kept you guys
Yeah.
in the game and just their performance today?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like defense had a good week of practice, it's on and off with both sides, but I feel like this game was our most complete game. I give hands out to the defense. They stuck it in there for us, and they did good. Just overall, just having that relationship on and off the field. They do that a lot, so I feel like that's what really helped us in that situation.
Take a few more. Chris, up front.
That's seen at halftime where the crowd's just really cheering for you guys and you're pumped up. I mean, did you take something from that? Is that sort of like what you always imagined it could be here? How do you see that?
Yeah, it most definitely gave us juice. We love playing in front of a good crowd. Gave us more energy. It helped us out. Just having the city behind our back. We've been expecting this, and this is what we've been waiting on.
Matthew, the last 2 Big 12 games, West Virginia and Texas, you guys have been very competitive. Games have gone down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Is this sort of now what we're seeing, what you envisioned this team could be, and is that a good sign maybe going into the last month of the season?
It's most definitely a good sign. We still got a lot left on the table. I feel like it's a lot of plays we left out there, but overall, I feel like we're just going to get better as a team. Week in and week out, just got to have a good week of practice. But overall, I feel like we still got a lot to go. We still got a lot to do.
One more. All set. Okay. Thanks so much. Give cameras just a second. First question, James.
Yeah, David. Dana just talked about how, shuffling things around a little up front, moving you around a little, just he felt like it was big to get you going. Can you just talk about that and just the looks you were able to get up there to create havoc?
Yeah, this week we had more like a 3-3 stack type defense, which had put me back in the box as a linebacker, and that's what I've done the past 3 years. So it just felt a lot more natural for me to read pullers and read gap scheme, read the plays they had going, and put myself in position to make plays.
David, what happened on the play with Ewers? Ewers on the. Did you hit him on the shoulder, or can you kind of take us through that play?
Yeah, I just saw him coming through, and when I had made contact, I had just striked him on a bad spot on my shoulder, and just a slight stinger, a little numbness in my arm, but I'm fine. I'll be ready to go by Monday.
You feel was that the play that sent him out? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, from what I've told, that was the play that sent him out. He ain't come back in after that.
What did this game mean to you? And I mean, how much did that play into your performance?
The game means a lot to me. Like, if you know my career, the last school I was at, we play these boys every year. It's one of the biggest rivalries in college football. So, it's a little different feeling coming into Texas, but I don't think that played any part in my preparation. I take great pride in going to practice Monday through Friday and winning a game on those days. So I think I just had a great week of practice.
David, what was the energy like defensively after you got the fake field goal stop and then the sack to end the half? Just there a renewed sense of belief at that point?
Yeah, I wouldn't say renewed. We believed since last Sunday as soon as we started preparing for these boys. But, yeah, the energy was crazy. It's definitely good going to halftime on a big play like that.
What's the message like when Texas jumps out 3 scores on their first 4 drives? What are y'all being told?
The message is just it would be the same thing as if we were up 3 scores. We got to be disciplined. We got to read our keys. If we have to make plays, we got to block it. We got to tackle for all 4 quarters. And if we do that, then we'll see where this game goes.
Dana was saying this game is not about moral victories. You guys were right there. Is that sort of in the locker room? Do y'all feel like going toe to toe with them that this could have been a win? This should have been a win.
Yeah, we feel like we should have won this game, could have won this game, but we came up short, and that's all that matters. We got to find a way to come out victorious, and we weren't able to do that today.
Did you sense any doubt on their side as you guys came back? Did they seem surprised? And what was the sort of back and forth on the field?
I want to say doubt. Just I don't know. Maybe they thought they were gonna come in and it was gonna be an easy game. I don't know. It's hard for me to focus on that kind of stuff. I'm very detail oriented, so I'm more in tune on my guys and what we have going on.
2 more. All right, thanks so much, David.
There you go.
Quarterback Donovan Smith. Give everybody just a second to get set up in the back, and then we'll get going. All right, first question, Chris.
Donovan, what got you guys going offensively after the slow start, and when did you sort of see it start to turn?
Just really settling in the game, going over everything with the coaches, what we're seeing, everything like that, the looks they're giving us, and just really just relaxing and playing our game and doing what we've been doing all week in practice.
Donovan, can you take us through that last 4th down, just sort of what the play is designed to do and sort of how it developed?
Yeah, just the rep play, just got to make the throw, make it easy on the guys, give them a chance.
Donovan, after the first 3 or 4 drives, what got going? Was it just rhythm, or did you feel like you just started getting more comfortable as an offense out there where y'all put up points there? I think it was in 3 straight drives.
Yeah, just kind of understanding the feel of the game, how they were playing us, what their front was doing, and where we could attack them, stuff like that. I feel like we did good at adjusting and changing what we need to do to counteract, I guess you could say, what they were doing. And that's kind of what kick-started it, just going back to the drawing board, seeing what we need to change and changing it.
Was the plan to go to man jack as much, or did you see what they were doing maybe with Matt and Sam and him and Dalton, especially late in the game?
Yeah, and that situation really just kind of what are you talking about?
Just getting them involved and getting Matt.
Yeah, there's not really any time where it's just like we're like they're playing a certain guy a certain way. It's kind of just like we have our plays that we run, and if the guy's in that position to make the play or he could get the ball, it's kind of how it is. But we don't base off our offense like off of a specific person. So that's why you can see just like anybody can get the ball, anybody can score touchdowns and stuff like that.
Donovan, you guys have been really good at coming back from large deficits, 28-0 Rice, 21-0 today. But is there any recurring obstacle that you're seeing at the beginning of the games that's leading to these deficits?
I guess I would just say understanding the game and just starting faster. Just seeing what they're giving us, everything that we do in practice is just basically the same thing you're going to see in the game. So just seeing that and settle into the game quicker, that's really what it is. And then, as you can see, once we settle into the game, we're good. But just try to do that as quick as possible and early as possible.
What does Manjak's toughness do for you guys, and that ability to go over the middle and not be afraid to take hits?
Yeah, he's a crazy dude sometimes. He kind of just gets everyone going, just yelling at us, screaming at us. But he's definitely a hard-nosed dude. He's not going to put up with nobody. He don't care how big you are, what you look like. If he got to hit you, he'll hit you. So he just kind of brings that energy to the team and just keep us locked in and be physical with everybody at all points of the game.
Yeah, obviously you didn't get the result you wanted, but can a game like this where you hang in there with the number 8 team in the country sort of propel this last push and sort of get y'all where you want to be?
Yeah, I feel like it can. We're not really look at like who's ranked a certain way or stuff like that. Just it's kind of like a win or loss. For me, it is. But we're still improving each week. That's like one takeaway we could see, and just go back to the drawing board, see what we need to do. But definitely get us going. Losing is never good for anybody, so just use it as motivation into going into the next game.
Donovan, does that scene at halftime with the crowd really behind you guys, and is that sort of what you imagined could happen here, and is that something you guys can use in the future?
Yeah, for sure. It just felt like a party out there at that point in the game. Just everyone enjoying their time, everyone having fun, and that's kind of how it was throughout the whole game, just up until that last moment. But that's kind of what college football is all about, just the energy and just anything happen at that point. And I definitely see it as a possibility. We're just right there, just got to handle our business and finish the games.
Donovan, on that last play, was that your first option, and how did you sort of see that develop?
Yeah, it was just we run it every day in practice. Just a routine throw. It's wide open, just got to make the throw.
One more.
Y'all ran a lot of mesh today. Just how were y'all able to take advantage of the defense with that concept in particular?
Yeah, it was really good. Just biggest thing, you just got to buy time on my end. Obviously had a great front defensive line today. My offensive line did good today. It just works very well against their defense, how they want to play us and how they played us today. Just getting guys running across, running away from dudes, just did us very well today.
Thanks so much, Donovan.
Thank you.